The supply of affordable rental housing, what is that? It's affordable units, usually within a larger development, that pay a lesser rent than a market rent because we effectively chip in some money to make those apartments affordable. But so if you have a city where all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, but you've accepted the fact that people of that kind of income strata, and the target group yesterday of that group was 40 to 90,000. So they're hardworking, employed people who are working in jobs we need to have in the city of Toronto that pay the salary they pay. If you start to accept the fact those people just can't live in the city, you've got a real problem, because those people are going to live somewhere else and probably work somewhere else, and the employers here are going to find trouble recruiting those people. So it's a social problem and an economic problem, and that's why it's such a high priority with me when you say what's new in 2018. What's new is old. We have to get more participation in the Open Doors program by putting up more land and getting more people to compete for it. Bottom line is build more affordable housing, rental and ownership. That's got to be a key goal. That you will find me neither sort of saying something that I think is a ridiculous fabrication, that there's a war in the car, nor will you find me saying that we should do everything that some advocates want with respect to biking or any of these other kinds of things. I'm not prepared to accept the fact that the 65,000 people who take the streetcar every day, one of the busiest surface routes in North America, will be left looking out the window, seeing people walking faster than they're traveling. It's unacceptable. Jobs, and all of that is predicated on the notion that I have the partnerships in place with the other governments to help me do that, because I can't build the transit, I can't do the housing, even the jobs. It's a partnership thing. And I just say that people should be thinking back to how things were, and even looking today and saying, what do they see me as the mayor doing with these people? I don't always agree with them. People rode up and they killed a lot of trees, writing up the stories of my standing up for Toronto and having to have a disagreement with Premier Kathleen Wynne. And we've had many agreements on things, but we've had disagreements, and some of them are still outstanding. But I also, you don't see me demeaning these other leaders and insulting them and taking partisan positions. I've even gone to the point where I've made myself a non-partisan person now, having been the leader of a political party. I believe my job here is to be the leader of the Toronto Party, and that I'm doing what's best for Toronto, and that includes extracting the best that I can from all of these leaders.